Hello, greetings. As you can tell, I'm back sooner than I was expecting. So I was expecting to stay out there until, I don't know, next Wednesday or Thursday, the way the storm is going. It was kind of weird how they asked us to go out there to begin with. It's like, okay, if you have that much guts, why don't we just stay there forever? And they can pay for it too. So um, anyway, that wasn't the case. I've been driving all day. I'm worn out. So I'm gonna do what I can. I've been staying here. I've been sitting here for an hour and a half trying to get something done. I've gotten nowhere. So I've been trying to do maybe questions. I don't have an energy to do anything. So so here we are again. So yeah, I guess this thing is gonna hit in my area on Monday. What it looks like. So go to let's see, government FEMA site. From what it looks like, yeah, okay, Monday it's going to be. Now I keep seeing different charts. But anyway, I guess it what mid Sunday. I guess it's going to hit here. I could have swore I saw another one was sooner. Anyway, whatever. Either way, I'm not 100% sure where it's going to go. I'm having trouble reading this thing. What's going on? What it's going to do? Obviously, it's unreadable, at least for me. I'm not getting any clear indication of like its direction. Is this a category 6? Because they don't go past 5. It probably is a category 6 to some degree, but anyway, it's probably gonna not do Miami much good, and I think it's heading straight for Rush Limbaugh. Okay, that's a joke, but anyway, um, let's see. Either way, is it gonna hit Georgia or is it gonna go through Miami and then go into the Gulf? Either, I mean, I can't get 100% on anything right now, but definitely it's going to. I mean, the direction that the government tells us is probably accurate to a degree. But, like I said, this thing is so difficult to read. Obviously, it's going to be powering down once it hits Florida. And it'll probably just be a nasty tropical 1. Might be a hurricane 2, 1. It's hard to say. Well, I'm showing more tropical storm, but who knows when it's going to downgrade to that. So anything can go right now. It is unreadable at this time. So this whole situation has been kind of unreadable. There's no gas here, as far as I can tell, because everyone's evacuating, so they're taking our gas. So that's okay. That's the way it goes. But in the area I'm in, should be okay. So far as I know, I might not have power for the next week, so I just have to play it by ear. And again, that's the idea. Is like you're not supposed to know everything that's going to happen. It's just the way it is. So the sucker is going to be it's going to cause a lot of damage for sure. The Caribbean's already ripping right through it. We're all just waiting, and it's it's very eerie. So the only thing is like food and gas might be hit the hardest, but it's really hard to say right now. And of course, I think it's Hurricane Jose is out there, Hurricane 1 right now. So that's probably going to hit us too. It's hard to say right now, but it's pretty early, but probably somewhere. Either way, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to say where any of this is going. It's just not. It's not there to be read. Obviously, nature is just doing its thing, and you just got to work with it. There's a lot of purging going on. I mean, like I said, these things are probably going to. It's hard to say when they'll happen, but it does feel like these things might get stronger over time. We might not have that many of them, but look what happened to Texas. So it's hard to say. But as for the whole meaning of all of this, it's hard to say. Like the spiritual behind it, it's not just to wake up people to spirituality of aliens and whatever, because people aren't ready for all that. But either way, it is an awakening experience in the long run. So, but yeah. I guess Rush Limbaugh was saying a couple of things that would probably should have been anyway. He said something about the media is hyping a lot of this, which it is. And he said something. I was going to post it. He said something about the media is just hyping this up so they can sell, so they can sell batteries and whatever, gas and whatever. But I think that was it took him out of anyway. But that just shows that he is kind of obvious. I mean, he's been obvious. We'll be aware of. There's a little bit more going on than we can fully tap into, and I mean, obviously he's being manipulated. So ever since he's been on air, but he is real. I mean, he can say he can kind of tap into his manipulators. Let's put it that way. So he's kind of seeing the hand that's ruling him to a certain degree. So of course, people badmouth him or whatever, but it is true. The media is using these things against us for sure. Because we were in Miami and the weatherman was he was having like, I don't want to take it too graphic, but it was like his lover with this Doppler thing, this Doppler technology. I mean, he was just bragging about it like it was his fiance and telling us about his wet dream and stuff like that. It's like, geez. I mean, it's like it's like that's sociopathic, but whatever. I mean, they just kept expressing how great their Doppler. I mean, who cares what the damage is going to do? Whatever. He's just so excited how they can see through the storm and see all this. And anyway, that was I guess it's typical Miami. So anyway, of course, all weather people are most of them are probably around those lines. So it's just talking about disconnected. So anyway, so I don't have a whole lot to report. As I said, I can't really connect to the storm as much as I'm trying to, or anything coming through is not really meant for that. It's not meant to be read. It's doing what it's here to do, and there are many agendas attached to it. And it's just I did feel it was being pulled here by not just like the women I sent around pulling this. No, I mean actual citizens are pulling it here. There's some reason behind it. So, heck, I might have been one moved it over to the other side of the coast to send it over to Rush Limbaugh. They had it coming through us to where I am on the Gulf. It's like, we don't need that. Send it over there. Anyway, that's a joke. But anyway, it still can go through the Gulf and go anywhere right now. They still don't know. So it's hard. I can't connect to anything. As I say, I'm not supposed to. So anyway, but there are a lot of agendas going on. And it's just the way it is. I mean, it's just, sucker's a monster. It's mostly a wind machine. And, it's like a washing machine that's just going to blow everything away, basically. So, and we have a place here in this, forget the name of it, that gets flooded all the time. Not here, but in Tampa, it gets flooded all the time. I mean, I can't remember it right now, but people, it's around a bunch of rich houses, and when it gets flooded, people are riding around in jet skis. So anyway, it's a bunch of mansions by the water. I can't remember the name of it. Off the Bay or something. I can't remember it, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So I've been on the road all day, and everything was fine. I mean, a lot of gas stations are running out of gas on the way here. We went through Palm Beach, and as soon as we got into 75, where all the evacuees are leaving, man, they wouldn't let me on the road for anything. I mean, geez, I was really surprised by that. So, they just wouldn't let me, because my road, the road I was getting on the interstate, and they just wouldn't let you on. It's just like, geez. So anyway, that's the way it goes. So, all right, we're gonna open it up I'm gonna start doing more of these. Galactic updates. We'll see what comes through. I'm not sure. It probably has something to do with the hurricane and whatever else. Oh yeah, they had something about the immigration situation right now. I mean, I believe Trump is some of the immigration. I mean, it's the last thing on my mind is that right now. But I guess a lot of those that have been here for a while that were brought here are going to get kicked out somehow. And even then, I'm not getting 100% on because I believe they're going to try and prolong that as long as they can. So I don't know. I mean, they might try to kick people out, but I don't think they'll be that successful with it. Something around those lines. Something. I don't have 100% on it because I got other things going on. That's the last thing I care about right now. So anyway, yeah, Trump is being massively manipulated. Uh, but it's not all. The agendas aren't always going to be clear of what's happening. It's not always going to be cut and dry in front of us of what's, there's always behind the scenes stuff, or Galactic behind the scene situations where it does seem like he cannot function the way he would like to. I believe he's being told, doing what he's being told right now. I'm not sure. I don't think he's fully aware of it. There's so many layers around him that are pushing his buttons right now, but of course he can always change that. He's not doing any of that to be popular, for sure. And some might call him a dictator in some degree, but not really. There's just some harsh agendas going on. I can connect to that tomorrow. I'm kind of worn out, but it is kind of. It's not. Washington is definitely not a healthy environment. It never is, but right now it is a toxic waste dump right now, as it always is. But it seems to be. I don't think it's been much better from between who you get, but it is not. There's. Let's see. I don't think they're going to be fully successful with kicking people out here. So I believe they're going to. From right now, it seems like they're going to not fully push that through with the Dreamers. To kick them out of here. I don't think they're going to get away with it. From what I'm feeling. I mean, how are they going to do it? They got 6 months. I think they're going to do something about it. So I believe they're going to reverse a lot of what he's trying. I don't know the whole story of it, but it does seem like I think they're going to be able to stay here. They're going to make it happen. They're going to have their conversations, whatever. It does seem like they're going to make it work somehow. So that's what it feels like. So I guess the Democrats could have did this a long time ago, never did. Whatever's going on in the media, but a lot of this seems like it's just there to stir things up. It's just there to stir up the. We got hurricane, we got that. It's just it's like a toxic environment no matter where you go. So there is just I think it's just to keep us in the hot seat right now. I'm not sure why. It's just keep people boiled, keep people's attention on certain matters. There's so many agendas. It's not there to be connected to fully. It's like the hurricane. There are, weather anomalies, and then you have political anomalies. Not everything's there to be connected to because they don't want you knowing what they're doing. That's what's going on right now. There is obviously other layers of it, and they don't want it out. So whatever it is, they're using this as I feel as it's a shadow of what's going on. Obviously, with everything that they're doing, a lot of it could be North Korea connected. They're kind of not really going into that as they could be. Well, obviously, luckily they're not going into a fear factor there. I just got hit with something, but it's a big deal. They're not putting panic, but it's not a good situation there. So, not to say that this whole immigration thing had anything to do with it, but it might in some cases. It's hard to say. Nothing's clear right now, from what I'm gathering, but it is a toxic environment. North Korea is a big deal. No matter how much they downplay it, no matter how much aliens get involved in stopping this, he's not going to. There's still agenda there that's not very friendly. So anything can go right now. Same as the storm. It just storms everywhere. You're just not always seeing them. You know, we got one here physically, but there are mental storms going on, and it's just not. Is this storm because of the North Korea situation? It's possible. It just shows kind of the energy that's going on right now. It just kind of build up because we're going into a new phase. As for that new phase, is hard to say right now. Obviously, a new Earth, but we have to go through a bunch of crap to get there, and you know, it's nothing's going to be cut and dry. It's interesting. Yeah, especially in Florida. So, and of course, was it LA is not going through anything good right now because of the fires. So, yeah. So, yes, this storm out here is obviously probably man-made to some probably, but anyway, it's not really. It's this have under like I said, there's several agendas behind it. It's just, you know, there's a reason why we're experiencing it. It's not always going to be explained. So, anyway, send our hearts, love out there. Yeah, I'm sure I want to be sitting in the middle of it. I guess come Sunday, Saturday. I don't know what day is coming anymore. But anyway, either way, it's going to be here soon. So anyway, see what happens. So, all right, blessings, and we're going to connect. So much love, and many prayers and blessings. Much love. Greetings to you. I am Zeke from the Galactic Federation of Light. Blessings. We are a world of light. We are an alliance that is connected to you. You are us, and we are you. Many of your aspects are connected to our energies at this time. So you are seeing yourself as a human third dimension from an alien's perspective. So our message is to you that you're coming out of the abyss into a vast awakening, more than you've ever realized. In the next couple of months, you begin to feel much change. As for environment, as you feel your third density is not as strong as it used to be. But those that you are awakened to the energies, those that are of a third density mentality will most likely stay in that energy field, but also feel quite strange and don't know why. But many of you of the fourth, fifth dimension will most likely become more aligned with the universe, and even possibly become more knowledgeable of your place here. It all depends on what you are ready for. But at this time, many of you are silent. You are silent workers, and will continue to do so, because you're not ready to have your coming out yet, as you're bringing more of the fourth dimensional energies in that is needed at this time. Yes, there's a big storm coming. Yes, there are always storms happening, but not always seeing them. Yes, there's fourth dimensional vibrations that are not exactly the most kindest energy at this time. They're causing these anomalies also. But also realize you are all involved with these storms, and no matter where you are, especially your North Korea situation, realize much what's going on in your North Korea is to awaken many of you up also, more than you might realize. Yes, there are different versions of every story, of every scenario that's happening in your world. Some of you are just seeing different layers of reality. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, you might be called crazy, but realize the more you connect to what you are feeling, just go with it. You are connected to the reality that you are most involved with. That is a reality that you need to become more aware of. Such as some might say that's a conspiracy, this is a government situation, this is an alien situation, whatever it might be that is, you are connected to. Now, yes, if it has a negative nature, you might want to let that part go and not have it haunt you. The last thing you need is a haunting reality at this time. The idea is to bring more peace and more prosperity here through vibrations. Yes, this storm at this time that's going to hit your Florida has a mass effect. It is there to disturb many lives. It has many reasons behind it that we cannot go into at this time. As many are also letting go of their third dimensional eye, but not completely. But do you remember there are spiritual forces here that most humans are not really here to understand, but you're all being affected by it all the time. Many are going to continue in the third dimensional mindset. Those that are already in the third dimensional mindset are most likely not going to be able to let go of it. They might change your perspective ever so slightly, but not entirely. Those are the fourth, fifth, sixth dimensions. As you are aware, there is much more going on. There's different layers of everyone that are not fully seeing. Most likely you will see the actors in the play. There are dimensions playing out the role they need to play out. As for a fourth dimensional mindset that many of you have at this time, you are playing out your role also. It is not to be worried, but just send positive energies. Because you are here for a reason, to bring a positive vortex of vibration here. Whatever might happen. Yes, you are here to be tested also, but differently. But nobody's here to be perfect either. Many of you are brought into this third dimension world to open it to fourth and fifth. But many of the third dimension aren't ready for the more the opening of the realities. But either way, you're here to bring guidance no matter what. Now, not to say those in the third dimension aren't here to bring guidance either. They have their much of their purpose too. We're all warning with each other at this time, aren't we? And we'll continue to do so because many of you that are in the fourth dimensional mindset still have a lot to learn from third dimensional teachings. That is why you are here. Of course, I believe many of you realize that, but it's not always accepted or understood or want to be involved with. You're all healing each other in your own way. At this time, this is all we have. Ashtar Command is here also to bring guidance and assistance. As not to worry of your North Korea at this time is being protected as for a nuclear holocaust. As there's many spies among all countries with this North Korean energy, it is a play being brought onto your reality to cause friction. And yes, there is a warning, but we're not worried of this hostilities, what Ashtar Commander is saying, but also to realize that you are learning more about your world. North Korea has a lot of knowledge about your secret societies, secret cities, etc., that they will most likely reveal in their own way. They kind of already are. It depends on how you can see it reading through the lines. As they are putting out their warnings to America, it is to a party that is most likely not seen publicly. Meaning it's not your public government that they have a beef with. Your public government does not have any power, as it might seem it does. Not really. There is a lot of low energies happening behind the scenes that is not made to be public, of course. And a lot of it is alien, reptilian, insectoid. Not all reptilians and insectoids are getting along with each other, and they're not agreeing with what is going on in North Korea, which is causing a lot of disarray. A lot of aliens want certain technologies, not getting them, so they're causing North Korea to do what it's here to do. There's many agendas happening. Many beings want this and that of the low energies, and they will use these type of threats however way they want to. Of course, there are other agendas, always. This is also the Galactic Federation, why we send you wide love and understanding of your reality. Bring peace, love, and happiness, not as easy always to be bringing into your environment. But you are all transforming every day into a light being. We send our love to you as you transform. Good day. Thank you. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oops. Anyway. Okay, for those that are new to us, ivantar.com. We have private sessions available. A little bit tomorrow available. I forgot what I made available tomorrow. But anyway, the weekend's available. I'm open gift cards, easy purchase, also other ways. Sessions will be recorded through Hangout, Skype, Zoom, or by phone, whatever you feel comfortable with. And submit a question. I was going to answer questions tonight, but I don't have the energy. For those that submitted through the site, so they'll be answered tomorrow night. Submit a question. You get a 5-minute audio. Healing will be 15 minutes. Past life regression, and you see the other series, also other methods of payment. Now we're going to Spirit Social. We also have submit a question, healing, past life regression. Message from Yeshua, 5-minute healing, channeling, consulting, and other ways of purchasing a session. And one question from a day, chakra healing from a day, soul pain from Stephanie, and angelic Reiki from Miguel. So this is how you keep the site going, keep it alive, keep it thriving, whatever it might be. So thank you for your support, and thank you for being part of this. And I had a thought, and I can't remember it. So thank you for being part of this insanity or sanity, however you want to look at it. And peace, love, and happiness, and have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow. No webinars this week. I'm worn out, so I already caught up on all that. So, all right, take care, and I'll be back tomorrow. Good night, I think.